Hello, in this video, I will explain to you on how to find out this V0 here. So our goal is to find out V0. Find V0. And we need to use the node voltage method or nodal analysis. Node voltage method. Okay, let's see what can we get from here. The first thing that we need to do is to label all the nodes and gather all the information available from the circuit. Label all the nodes. Okay, let's label our nodes here. The first thing that I label should be the ground node or the reference node. So this is the reference node or our ground. So here the voltage in this node is equal to 0. This will be very important in our analysis. Okay, but then what can we get from here if this is our reference node? So here the voltage here is 0 and this one is 100 volt higher than 0. So I will have this one here is 100. Or I can also write it here because this is the same node, right? It is connected to a cable. So I will have this one here is 100 volt. Good. And what can we get from here? We have this one here is V delta. And that means that this one here, because that is in parallel, this one also V delta. Good. But then here in this node here, that is V delta from the ground. So I will have this node here as V delta. Right? Okay, that is good. But then we have a dependent voltage source. And that means that is for V delta larger than V delta. So we know that this node here is for V delta larger than this one. So I will have V delta plus 4 V delta. So I will have 5 V delta here. And I think that is good. And now let's move on to the second one. The second step, which is assume all the currents direction. Okay, let's see what can we get from here. I assume that this will goes down, and for this I will assume that will goes to the right, and for this one I assume this will goes down. However, we cannot calculate the current that pass through this dependent voltage source. So how to calculate that? We assume that this is a very large node. So let's use this as our super node, right? So we will have this 5P delta and delta as a single very big node. So we will have this as our super node. Okay. And then we assume that this is going down and this one also going down. Okay. And then let's move on to the third step, which is doing KCL for all non-reference node that is unknown. At unknown non-reference node. So we already know that the voltage here is 100, but we don't know in this node and this node, but that two nodes is assumed as a very big node, which is supernode. So we only need to do KCL at the supernode. Let's exactly do that. So we need to do KCL at the supernode. What does KCL say? KCL said that the sum of the current that goes in will equal to the sum of the current that goes out. Okay, let's see here. The only current that goes in is this one here, right? But then we don't know the current yet, so we need to use Ohm's law. The current comes from this 100 volt voltage, so I will have 100. and then the current goes to 5V delta. So I will have 5V delta here. And then, because this is voltage, we need current, we divide it by the resistance between them, which is 10. Good. And now all the other currents are going out. We have this one, and that one, right? So what can we do from here? So we can do this one here. The current comes from 5V delta. So I'll have 5V delta. And then the current goes to the reference node, which the voltage is 0. So I'll have minus 0. And that will be divided by the resistance between them, which is 60. Good. And then what can we do next? Here we have that one. So I will have V delta. And then the current goes to the reference node. So I will have minus 0. And again, we divide it by the resistance between them, which is 20. Okay. And then we will have V delta here. And again, it comes from V delta and it goes to the reference node. So I will have minus 0. And because this is voltage, we need to divide by the resistance between them, which is 30. Good. Now we can multiply both sides here by 60y to cancel out all the denominator here. So 10 and 60 will cancel into 6. So I will have 600. And then minus 5 multiplied by 6, that will be 30, right? So I'll have 30 VA. Good. 60 and 60 will cancel each other into 1. So I will have 5 VA. But 5 VA minus 0 is just 5 V delta. Sorry, that is not VA, but V delta. Okay. Let's rewrite that. So that will be V delta. Okay. Here we will have 20 and 60 will cancel into 3. So I'll have 3 V delta. And then we have 30 and 60. And that will cancel into 2. So I will have plus 2 V delta. Good. Now what can we do from here? I think we can isolate V delta on the right hand side here. 5 plus 3 plus 2, that will be 10. Yeah, and then plus 30, that will be 40. So I will have 40 V delta. And then from here, we will have V delta. V delta is 600 divided by 40. And I think that will be 15, right? V delta is 15 volt. So we get a very important result here, which is V delta is equal to 15 volt. Okay, but then the question does not ask us about V delta, but V0. So the last step will be answer the question. Answer the question. Okay, what is V0? V0 is this voltage here. So I'll have V0, and that will be the difference between this node here, which is 100, and then minus this node here, but then that is 5 V delta. 5 V delta. Now we can just plug in V delta. So we'll have 100 minus 5 multiplied by 15. So we'll have 100 and then minus 75. And so we will have V0. That will be 100 minus 75. That will be 25. And the unit here will be in volt. Okay, and that is the final answer for this question. Hopefully I did not make any mistakes in my calculation. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.